What's going on? Good morning. Let's just get right to it. We're not even going to wait on the countdown. Let's just get right to it. We get this music taken care of. And we've got some freight to move, guys. There we go. Good enough. No countdown. You know what? We're skipping the countdown this morning. I want to get right to it. We've got things to do. Places to go. Unfortunately, there's no people to see. We got you to see. We've got you to see, but no one to see on the AGS. There's no people out and about. What's up, guys? Young Redneck. What's up, dude? Hadn't seen you in a while. Redneck's watching from the seat of your locomotive. That's cool, dude. Hope it's going well out there for you, being safe. Let's see who else is in here. Jim James, Burlington Northern Productions. What's up, dude? How you doing? All right. Like I said, we're just going to get right to it. We're going to move some freight today. We're trying to populate the yard at Norris is what we're basically working on, right? What's the stream look like, guys? Sound okay? It seems like it's okay on my end. I think they got all the internet issues solved. Knock on wood. Hopefully, we'll see. Yeah, we're populating the yard so we can start building some more trains to send out, right? Like we pretty much we deleted a lot of stuff in here, and we did a lot of humping too. We did quite a bit of humping, but now it's time to bring some more freight into the yard. Looks good. Audio's fine. Sweet, dude. Appreciate it, man. Today's train is gonna be 344. Some kind of it's one of the Nollins trains, right? It goes to Norris. Let's go ahead and spawn this bad boy in. This is another one based on a video I found of a real life 344. Had to do e-learning today because of an ice storm. Oh man, that sucks. I hate ice storms. I don't mind snow. Snow's okay, but ice storms suck. They really just do. Everything started up. Where are you at, Jim James? You don't have to be exact. You just tell me, like, roughly. Oh, if you like me, I kind of like to protect my anonymity a little bit on the internet. You're in Birmingham right now. Nice. We're fixing to be heading that way. I don't know if we'll make it to Birmingham, but we're going to try. Northern Indiana, about 10 minutes from Michigan. Okay, cool. I would imagine ice storms are kind of rare up there for y'all, right? Like, y'all would see more snow than ice. All right, get my water going. I need to drink more water. I need to lay off the Cokes. Drink more water. All right, this is our 344. This bad boy is 15,916 tons, 107 loads, 38 empties, 8,466 feet. It's got 3 UP units on the head end, and it's got 1 NS DPU, about 100 back, give or take. Right, your temperature's been bipolar. Yeah, it's been the same for us. Like, let's see, what we had a day, like a couple of days ago, it was like 90. And then we had a day that was in the 40s. And then yesterday it was almost 70. And then today's back in the 40s. So, yeah, it's kind of like all over the place. It's back and forth. And then next week's going to be really cold. Like, it's going to be a high of like 32 or something. So, I'm ready for February to be over with. Your weight is close to that. Nice. What kind of train you hauling today, Redneck? Let's you know what, I think the grade here where this starts is downhill, but I'm not 100% sure, so we're going to get a little air under it just to be safe. Aviation Pro, what's up? Says, hello, Spur. I was wondering, will you do another Emerge NYC video? I don't know. I kind of thought about getting back into Emerge NYC just the other day. Yeah, we may hop. We may hop back in there. I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a while in there. I'm just kind of burned out on the firefighting stuff right now, to be honest. Like, it's all the same. Like, not much has changed. You know, it hasn't been a whole lot done. He hasn't done anything to Emerge in a really, really long time. I don't expect him to do anything else to Emerge. I mean, I figure it's pretty much done. And if it is, that's fine. You know, I've got my money's worth out of it. I played that game off and on for years, so I can't really complain. But yeah, we may have to hop back in there. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute. You just watched Wildfire Response on the Montgomery map. Cool. Yeah, I've enjoyed it. When I did it before, I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. It just got kind of stale after a while, you know? Like, I guess I have ADD or something. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard for something to keep my attention if it stays the same all the time, right? Like, it gets old to me. And then I have to move on to other things. We're going to be doing some other things, too. I want to get back in Farm Simulator. It's time to get back in Farm Simulator. I got some stuff I want to do in that game. We may even do some Armor Reforger. I've really, really freaking enjoyed that game here lately. Like, it's been a lot of fun. Let's do that. I think we're just about ready to go. We got to get the windows open, right? Like, there we go. Back over to the other side. All right, I think we're set. Headlight is on. Reverser's forward. Reduce the independent just a little bit here. Release brake. I think it's downhill. At least I hope. I hope it's downhill, or else we're going to be going backwards. There we go. This train's a beast on this route. Favorite type of train is a manifest? Yeah, I like manifest. I think they're a lot of fun, especially these. All right, bottom's moving. We're good on that. It's a pretty decent train. It's got a lot of plastic pellets. Like I said, I based this thing on a real life train that I saw a video of. Same locomotives and everything. Like everything is pretty much the same, minus the DPU. I had to put a DPU on it. But she's a lot of chemicals, a lot of plastic pellets, a lot of carbon black. This is a train off the UP in New Orleans, so she's pretty sizable. She's decent. You can agree. You do get bored sometimes. I usually play Manhattan. It gets boring after a little bit. It's just every call's the same. It's just you roll up on a fire, you put it out, you go on to the next one. I wish you would add new calls, new fires, new calls, that sort of thing. But I mean, it is what it is. Got the Fred on board, absolutely. Fred is on board with us. They need a new map and a new call. Yeah, they do. I'd love to see a Bronx map. I was always a huge fan of him putting the Bronx in game. But I don't know. Like I said, he's with the fire department now, right? So I fully expect like to not see anything else. If he does, then great. That's a surprise. If not, that's fine too. I got my money's worth out of the game. So I mean, like I said, it is what it is. Aaron, what's up, dude? How you doing? Good morning, the OG member. All right, let's bump it on up to 6 here. Yeah, she's decent. For those of you that are just now checking in, this is a 344. She's northbound out of New Orleans. She's the UP train out of New Orleans. She's 8,466 feet long, 1.1 HPT, 15,916 tons. She's 107 loads, 38 empties. So 344.06. It's like I said, it's one that I based off of video. I've been digging into YouTube, looking at videos of these trains, and then I literally jot down notes about every car that's in the train and what it is, and then I try to replicate that in Run 8 to get it as close to the real thing as I possibly can. Have I ever played Flashing Lights? Yes, I have. A long time ago, and I didn't like it. Just, I don't know, it just didn't catch my attention. Like it didn't grab me for some reason. I don't know why. It's probably different now. Like this has been a couple of years ago. This has been a couple of years ago, so I could very well I could go back and look at it, but I played it when I was playing Emerge NYC a whole lot back in the day, and it just, I don't know, it just didn't do it for me. I don't know why. It's changed a lot. Yeah, I know they've done some updates. I wound up uninstalling it, but I see it on Steam. Like when I go into Steam, I see stuff done for it, but Alan, what's up? Says, good morning, Spur. Did you guys have a GP38-2 Sioux locomotive back in the day? Not where I worked, but I had the, I rode on the Sioux SD60s a lot on the molten sulfur trains that came out of Chicago. For a while, they were really common. So I absolutely remember one train. I had two, we had two Sioux SD60s, the white and the red ones, like the old school Sioux, before they changed to that red, that candy apple red. We had that, and we had like an SD42 or something on the bottom. DPU no comm. I hope our comms didn't just crap out on us. That's gonna suck. Hopefully it'll come back. We need it back. We need that back, or we're not going to make it, guys. They're going to be dead in the water here. Yeah, That sucks, guys. That sucks. We'll make it to Tuscaloosa, but Tuscaloosa is going to be it for us if we don't get that DPU back. On CSX, yeah, we had SU engines were kind of common back in the early 2000s on CSX. I said the molten sulfur trains out of Chicago, and they ran pet coke out of Chicago too. They went down to Florida. They're pretty common on that too. Look who's hogging. What's up, Squinkies? How you doing? We're not going to be hogging for long if we don't get this DPU comm back. I don't know why it dropped out on us. I don't know if the radio crapped out on us or what, but yep. Come on back, please. No, that sucks.
North Pole, Southern, detected. Milestone 212.7, track 1.
Yeah, we're going to be dead in the water, guys. That needs to come back big time. Oh, I thought that was a crossing coming up. We're good. I heard CPKC are taking all the old SU locomotives from scrap and rebuilding and bringing them back alive, which I think a lot of railroads should do. Yeah. Show newbies how to reset them if they do. Yeah, what do? You draw down 20 pounds or something like that? Isn't that how you reset it? I can't remember. I've only ever had this happen one other time. Yeah, it's going to freaking kill our trip. It really just is. I can't believe that dropped out. She'll make it with the 3 liters all the way up to Tuscaloosa, but there's no way in hell she's going to make it north of Tuscaloosa. She'll get a knuckle for sure. The trailing tonnage is just too much. But yeah, I think we need to get up there and draw down 20 pounds or something like that and see if that resets it. I don't really want to draw it. Like, if we draw 20 down right now, we got to stop. I don't really want to stop right now. Yeah, that sucks. Why? Why would you do that to me today? It's too early in the morning to deal with that bovine scatology. Like, seriously. All you can do is hope your speed will work, but not very likely. Redneck, you have drop out on you like that before? Yeah, it's dead. Yeah, it's done. It's done for. Like I said, we'll make it to Tuscaloosa. What we may do at this point is, damn, that kind of sucks. I think stop at the south end of Tuscaloosa at that, oh shit, we got to, yeah, we need to stop at Crabtree. Let's drop that signal. We'll say dispatcher call us and ask us if they can take the signal down. I don't want to draw a lot of air down on this long ass train. Like, that's going to, like, yeah, I don't want to do that. I'd rather just stop it. You have? Yeah, it sucks. I've only ever had this happen one other time in game. I had it happen on the West Coast. We are a key train, 50-mile-an-hour train. We got a crap ton of hazmat back there.
North Pole, Southern, detected.
Like, we got tons and tons of hazmat.
2.7, track 1, no defense. Total, actual, 6, 0, 4, no transmission.
If our signal would have dropped. Yeah, it did. Stopping at Crabtree is going to be a little better for us grade-wise than like pulling up. Oh, that sucks. I can't believe that happened. Like, why? You blew a turbo about 3 days ago? That's nice. So we can kind of just ease around up there. I'm not going to get crazy with it, but... yeah, we'll get up here, we'll draw some air down and try to, I guess, see if it'll reset, right? I think that's what you do, is you just get a bunch of air. And if that doesn't work, we'll have to think of a plan B. I don't know if I just... gosh, I don't know what I'm going to do if that doesn't work. We need that DPU, though. We need it at least, like, between Tuscaloosa and, what, Woodstock? Somewhere through there. Maybe Newell. Oh, yeah, we got to get the stream. Yeah, I see that. Hang on. Sorry, guys. I wasn't even thinking about that. I was... too much into getting into the game. There we go. Now we're good. Thanks, Darren. All right, now we're good with it. Yeah, it's just I stayed on that other scene. I forgot to swap it because I got into it. I didn't even wait for the countdown to finish when we started this morning. I just went straight to it. I just went straight into it. We didn't. There's no messing around this morning. It's gonna be kind of a busy day for me today, so I just wanted to get into it and get started. Right now we gotta take care of this this DPU. Like, that's really got me messed up. Nick from Vegas, what's up, dude? Good morning. Yeah, let's just keep easing around. Nick, our DPU dropped out on our train. We got an 8,500 foot long train, 16,000 tons, and our DPU just dropped out on us, so we're kind of in trouble right now. You're in the 7211 today? What kind of locomotive is that, Redneck? Aces are okay, but they're a huge pain and have a lot of problems with them. You have a lot of oil rigs down south? Yeah, I kind of live in an oil field. They're not actively drilling right here. They're probably going to start back, I would imagine, but yeah, I live like there's tons and tons of oil wells just south of where I live. Just a few miles. Like, you just go down the highway, they're all over the place. When we moved here, they're drilling like crazy. Like, you couldn't even get a house here. You couldn't get a house, you couldn't get an apartment, you couldn't get nothing. Like, they were drilling so heavy here. What do I have? It's a ES44 is our one that crapped out on us back there, the DPU. Kenny, what's up, dude? How you doing? Oh, you're in an SC80 Mac? Nice. We gotta stop up here at Crabtree. We gotta see if we can get this DPU reset. So, all right, guys, tell me, how do I reset the DPU? I just draw down 20 pounds, right? And see what that does. And then we go from there. There might be some units in... Damn, I don't even think there's any good units in Tuscaloosa that uses DPU. I think they're all SC40-2s. I keep expecting to hit that approach any time now. I guess it's going to be coming up around this curve here. But I do think the grade kind of drops down into Crabtree, so that I like if we can get it fixed, I think that'd be a good spot to blast off from, and we shouldn't be blocking a whole lot. Like we won't be in Tuscaloosa itself. That really kind of blows my mind that it dropped out like that. Like I said, that's the only second time I've ever seen this happen. In fact, I've had more DPU comm failures than I have anything else. Like we've got failures on. They're not like crazy high, but they're a little bit. Yeah, it's about a third of the way, honestly. Like. All right, there is our advanced approach, right? Isn't that double yellow's advanced approach? Or NS? I know it would be for us. Still function from its last comm till it restores itself. It looks like it's just completely not doing anything now. It's all X'd out. What would you do in this situation, Redneck? If this happened to you right now, what would you do? If it just completely and totally dropped out on you. Yeah, it's completely dead. Yeah, she's done for. Put a fork in her. She's done. He's completely done. Completely done. That's how I am right now. East Alabama, what's up, dude? Good to see you in here, man. It's been a while. Take it offline and then restart it. Yeah, we'll try it up here and see. Like I said, we'll stop at Crabtree. We'll draw some air down. We'll see if that does anything, and then if we have to, we'll have to just I guess, like you say, reset it. And if that doesn't work, then we're completely and totally screwed, guys, because we will not be able to make it north of Tuscaloosa. We'll have to find, like, either we'll have to drop some tonnage off somewhere or get another unit. I don't think there's another unit available. Been working a bunch. You know how it is. Absolutely, bro. They're keeping you busy. Yeah, I've been doing all right. Everyone, my kid's been sick with the flu, but it's been going around really bad here, but they're better now. Everyone's back in school, doing their thing. We're taking this 344 train up to Birmingham. It's 16,000 tons, 8,500 feet, and our DPU just dropped out on us. Like, she's dead in the water, so. I'll try to get it come back online and hope for the best. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We'll see if we can get it to cut. Like I said, if we can just get it down the road a little bit with it working, then we'll be okay. We got to get it past... I know there's really, like, I think the worst grade is like here between Tuscaloosa and Coaling. I think that's the ruling grade, and I'm not sure if we'd be able to make it like up to Newell. We might. I know we'd be able to make it through like Birmingham itself, but oh, you never had that happen, so I don't know how you'd answer it. All right, there's our approach. Emergency fan, what's up, dude? It looks like we got a little knot up here going into Tuscaloosa, so we might be able to let that slow us down some. I'm still learning it. Like, I'm still very much learning the terrain, the lay of the land. Like, I kind of roughly know it a little bit. Like, I know the major grades, but it's the little knots and dips that I don't know that well. How many trailing units we have? We have 3 on the head end and 1 DPU about 2/3 of the way back. We got the Ace in the head end, 2 ES-44s, and then we've got another ES-44 for the DPU. Got light we got here, got an approach. Oh, there's our stop right there. Okay, never mind. Never mind. My bad. I thought it was on over the hill there. I didn't see the signal until just now. What's our grade doing? Downhill. Yeah, you won't make it. Yeah, make Tuscaloosa. Yeah, without the DPU for sure. I've tested this train. When I made it, I tested it. She got a knuckle every time. It's too much trailing tonnage. Every time she'd get a knuckle about anywhere from the locomotives to about 15 deep, she'd get a knuckle. She'd pull apart just south of Tuscaloosa. Or I mean, just north of Tuscaloosa. I'm sorry, just north. I don't know my directions today. This looks like a really good stop, or a spot to stop her though, because we're not going to be blocking anything. The grade's not bad here. Like, I think it's be a good spot. The other train, you see it coming through Wisconsin, bringing coal cars from Wyoming. You talking about the Western Pacific Heritage? It is a nice looking locomotive. They did a good job on this one. I like it a lot. That logo, the logo, everything on the side there, that's like pure fire right there, guys. Oh, I just hated this DPU dropped out. Like, I was hoping we could make this trip and get done with it. You don't know how much longer you'll be with the railroad. You switch from local to the road. Yeah, I totally get you, dude. I totally get you. Lostfire, what's up? I didn't see you jump in. You got hit amongst the others there until I saw Darren say something. I appreciate that. What's going on, dude? How you doing this morning? We got to stop this bad boy up here and see if we can get our DPU back. That's basically what we're doing right now. Our DPU dropped out. Like, we had a failure. We've had some kind of a failure. Hoosier, good morning. Drifter, good morning. How you doing? We had DPU comm loss, so we got to get it back. We got to try to get it back. If we can't get it back, we're in trouble. We got to have that DPU. There's no way we're going to make it without that thing. Fingers crossed on the DPU. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, it's going to be a big deal if this thing don't come back. Like, we can go with it. We just go with it and see what happens. Oh, damn, we're going to be stopping on that DD. I forgot about that. That sucks. I forgot we're going to be stopping on the defect detector. Yeah, we'll just keep easing along. Union Pacific SC-70 Ace Heritage Unit. Yes, that's what we're running today. This is based on a video of a real train that I saw running throughout the AGS. It was at actual 344. As close to it as I could get it, but it did have the Western Pacific unit on the head end. This is our train. Pretty much a beast. Here's our here's our piece of crap DPU that's not wanting to work. Just dead weight. Yeah, we got to think of a plan B. Other plans. If we don't get this DPU back, we've got one of two choices. We can find another unit and cut in another DPU, or we can dump tonnage off in Tuscaloosa. Is the only other choice we got. But there's no way we're going to make it to Birmingham with 16,000 trailing tons. And like, there's no. We could put 4 locomotives on the head end, and we still wouldn't make it because we'll always get a knuckle. Like, we'll get a knuckle every time. There's just too much trailing tonnage on those grades. So yeah, if we're going to take this train intact in one piece, we got to have a DPU. There's no way around it. I'm trying to think where another unit would be. I don't think there's, like, it's only SD-42s here in Tuscaloosa. I don't think there's any ES-44s or anything like that up here. Why the flashing red light? It means my DPU crapped out on us. It's not, our DPU's not working. So it says DPU no comm. I'll show you a little better there. You see the X's right there. That's our DPU. It means it's not working. Way too much for sure. Only 2. You just said, yeah, absolutely. That's the only way we're going to do it. But we'll see. We'll try to get it back. If we can't get it back, we'll get another locomotive if we can, but there's nothing heading this way. Like, there's nothing anywhere around us that we could use for another locomotive, so we may just have to cut some of this tonnage off up here and just leave it. Someone else can pick it up and take it, maybe. Other than that, I'm at a loss, guys. Like, hopefully it'll come back. Hopefully we can get it back. Maybe it was just a fluke. All right, let's go ahead. Let's just go ahead and stop here. All right, keep her stretched out as much as we can so she won't be banging around back there. All right, there we go. All right, let's draw down 10 more.
Norfolk Southern detected. Milestone 202.3 track 1.
At least we cleared the DD, so that's good.
306. End of transmission.
You stopping to fix that Yeah, we're stopping here to fix the DPU. Don't you have to draw down like 20 pounds to see if it'll reset it, and then I thought that. I've never done this before, to be honest. So I think you draw down 20 pounds and it will try to reset it, and then you'll dig up the guide and double check. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I think it is too. I've had this problem before a long time ago on a video series that I did on the West Coast, and I think someone had said you draw down 20 pounds. So it's not 20 on the rear yet, so I guess it hasn't propagated to the DPU yet. You just gotta sit here and wait. Let's while it's doing that, let's fly up here to Tuscaloosa. Let's see if there's anything up here we could use for DPU. I don't think there is. I think we are pretty well screwed. I take that back. Never mind. We do have 2 good units for DPU. Absolutely. We could take one of these. Absolutely. We could take one of these, guys. We could steal one. We steal one from the local. Who is this? This is like A55, right? Yeah, it's A55. We'll take one of their units. Too bad for them. It'll be a minute. Yeah, it will. The air, like, yeah, I hate messing with the air on a long train like that. It's going to take it a hot minute. You can play multiplayer. Yeah, we can do multiplayer. I just got to figure out how to host it, and I'm not sure. Honestly, not sure if port forwarding is set up on my router, which is a problem because I don't have access to my router. Like, the password that I have does not give me access to my router, so I got to talk to my internet provider and figure out like how they can reset it. I guess they gave me a router that I'd already had the password changed and they didn't reset it to default, and so now I have no clue what the password is. So I can't get in there to mess with the port forwarding. So yeah, plan. We'll take it up there. We'll go get the A55. We'll bring one of their engines down to the south end there at Crabtree. And she's just not coming back, guys. See, so now I'm kind of worried if we dink around with that unit and try to make it work, is it going to mess up again on us just later down the road? But oh, you got a center reverser? Okay, let's do that. Idiotly, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? I hope you're feeling better. All right, so we got the reverser centered. We drawn down 20 pounds. Eventually, comms will reestablish. All right, let's see if that works. If not, you'll be good to go. All right, I appreciate that, dude. I can always count on y'all. That is for sure. If not, we got another ace up here. It's at Tuscaloosa. We could grab one. That may be the plan. You're back to 100%. Nice. So was that your problem all along? Or are you feeling a lot better? Yeah, we're gonna have to grab one of these aces up here, I think, guys. We'll let it sit there for a minute and marinate, but I think we're gonna have to steal an ace. Oh, we just got John Welsh. What's up, dude? Thanks for a sub. Appreciate it. Yes, welcome. Don't drive the Norfolk Southern Ace. Yeah, we're fixing to be driving this one here in a second if we can't get this DPU back. We'll just steal one of these. This is going to work out perfect. We got a crossover and everything up here we could do. So we'll just do these hand throws. Come out on the... we'll have to go in the siding. We'll line her in the siding, take her to the south end, then we'll pull high. We'll cut off our DPU just south of the siding, and then scooch this one out on the main and hook it up. She's dead in the water, I'm afraid. Yeah, I think you're right, dude. I think you're right on that. I think she is dead in the water. I think she completely crapped out on us. No, she's back. We got it back. Okay, here's the thing. Is she going to crap out again? Or or are we good for the rest of the trip? I would hate to get down the road. You think we'll be good to go the whole trip now? You don't think she'll fail again on us? This is where it comes down to the nut cutting, guys. Like, seriously, pardon my French, but we gotta make an executive. We gotta make an executive decision here. All right, you think we're good, right? John just subscribed. I appreciate it, dude. Thanks so much, man. I hope you're enjoying. It's good to see you in here. Fingers crossed. Yeah, it worked, man. We got it back. Our DPU crapped out. Okay, so let's do a recap for John. We're running this 8,500 foot long train, 16,000 tons up to Birmingham. 1.1 HPT. Our DPU crapped out on us back there, and so we stopped here at Tuscaloosa to see if we could get it back. We made a 20-pound reduction. Centered the reverser, the DPU reestablished. We've got it back. So now we got to figure out, are we good to go the rest of the way? Squinky says we're good. Add the barcode. You want me to add the ace? We could do that for something a little different if we wanted to, like a little extra, right? It'd be a. You just go with your gut feeling, right? I have a bad gut feeling, and the reason why I say this is the last time I had a DPU crap out on me like that, I fixed it and I went down the road and it crapped out again. So that's my only hesitation, is from previous experience. I've had it happen twice in a row on the same unit. So I don't know. John wants us to add the he wants us to add the barcode. You know what? Since he's a new sub, we may do that. We may give him that. What do you guys think? We'll give him the barcode since he's new to our community. You and me on that? Yeah, let's add the barcode. We'll do it. It's something a little different too, right? Like adding in another DPU. I've never done that on a video or a stream or anything, so I think that's what we'll do. As backup, we'll add it. Yeah, we'll add it in. We'll do that. A55 is gonna be pissed. We took their locomotive. Yeah, give it to. Yeah, we got to hook John up. We'll do that. Let's relinquish that other train. You keep a barcode in the helper pool in your pit save. Do you run the mountain a lot? Do you like that route? I don't have that route. I've kind of thought about it, but we'll just take this one. Yeah, let's take this bad boy right here. The 111. There's right. It's the 111. We'll take the 111. You don't run 8 as much these days. Mostly flight sim stuff. I got you. Yeah, I've been trying to play Arma when I Reforger when I can, like when the servers are working. That sucks. Like that, I love that game, but damn, what a headache. What a headache getting in a server in that game. And you finally get a server, and then you're waiting in a queue to get in, and then you get disconnected and you have to start all over again. It sucks like no tomorrow. I hate it. I hate that. That's the only downside to that game, is like trying to get a good server. But other than that, like when you finally get in a good server, it's an absolute blast. Like I love that game. All right, I think we're good. Other than letting her pump up. Let her do that. You play Arma 3, haven't made the Reforger jump. I tell you what I did in Reforger last night, and believe it or not, I loved it. Like I had an absolute blast. I hauled logistics. I got a supply truck, a big like I don't know what you call that thing, some kind of big Ural. And I just hauled supplies between bases, and that, like, believe it or not, and I got it set up with a manual gear shift, like a manual transmission, and that was so much fun. No, it wasn't a him. I was on the Russian side. It's like every time I get in that game, like the red side is always lacking in players. So I go with the ones that are the underdogs, right? Try to even it out at least a little bit. I like, listen, I'll help the underdogs out. You're down 10 people. 1 spur equates to 10, so y'all should be good to go. At least in my mind. In my mind, they should be good to go. All right, we're good with that. Let's come back here. Let's close that dude. This guy is still tied down. All right, yeah, he's tied down. Let's get the handbrake off of you. We gotta take a little slack here. Oh yeah, let's... There we go. Go to that. Release you. Use independence. There we go. There we go. Nice. Nice. We're set. We're in business, guys. We're in business. Go up here and get this switch real fast. Got your first National Historic Railroad Society meeting. That's cool. They don't have anything like that around here where I live. Unfortunately, they don't even have a model railroad club. I wish they would. Like that's I love the thought of getting back into model railroading, but I haven't in years and I don't really have the time. Let alone the money, because model railroading has gotten like expensive as hell. But that's probably the only way I would get back into it, is if they had a club that where I could just... Can your rear headlight dim? Not at the moment, but we'll swap it up here in a second. All right, there we go. Take her on ahead. They run it back south on a Mercedes local with the barcode local as an extra. Yeah, we've got a Mercedes train to run actually right now. It's tied down up there in one of the sidings. It's 394. I think it does have a barcode on the head end. Well, railroad is expensive. I just bought more. Yeah, it is. It's way more expensive than when I was younger when I did it before. I was like, man, you drop 200 bucks on a locomotive easy now, which is just crazy in my mind. That's crazy in my mind that you can drop $200 on an HO scale locomotive nowadays. Like, dude, single middle. There we go. All right, now we should be good to go. Pop up. All right, switch this line into clear. Let's come on back. Once they found out your machine electrical experience, they were kind of forcing me to join. It's like, that's cool stuff we're going to be working on. That's cool. Got some projects to be working on. They done recruited you for. You gonna stick to 1-to-1 scale in video games? Yeah, I like the thought of it. I really what I would like to do is have a display case of like HO scale locomotives, like have it on the wall. I kind of thought about like having an AC 4400, a nice AC 4400 for it, and maybe some of the Seaboard Coastline units that I liked back in the day, that sort of thing. But all right, we're coming out on the main, then we got to line ourselves into siding. All right, let's hop back in. Your window. Man, you can't see jack out of these things running long hood forward. Like, that sucks like no tomorrow. Dang it. Can't see nothing. All right, we got ourselves lined in the siding. Let's go, go to the conductor side. And that's even worse. What signal? That is so bad. That is the worst. That is the worst view ever in the history of locomotives. Like, it really just is. Maybe we got a light. Maybe not. That radiator, yeah. Oh, John does trains. Yeah, this sucks, guys. There we go. We do have a light. Sweet. Question is, do we have any crossings? I don't know. Seeing her regularly run their 70 M-2s long before down to Bessemer. Really? Yeah, that sucks. Do they have flared radiators too? It says we ran a red, but it's because we're running long hood forward. It doesn't like that for some reason. I have zero, like, I can't see jack. I really, like, I'm trying to, okay, there we go. We got whistle posts. It's gotta be torture, but apparently dodge those tortures running around to Y. They look just like the Aces, really. You're saving up for this simulator? Nice. Ooh, that's loud. Man, that's loud. Why is it so much louder than the other locomotive? I don't get that. Man, let's close that window. Feel like I'm gonna need earplugs, ear protection. All right, well, we'll run her on down to the other end. We're single light engine, so we should only be 30. If I remember that correctly. This may not even be a 30-mile-an-hour siding, to be honest. Yeah, it's 25-mile-an-hour siding. Never mind. Slow her up. Fitzgerald to Baldwin. Yes, Fitzgerald's a lot of fun. I want to get back on the Fitz. I just been on this one a good bit because it's something different, but the Fitz would be a good one to get back onto. Absolutely, Fitz would be good to get on. All right, I think we can go back to the other side now. Oh, that's the worst. Man, that sucks. But yeah, it's a good sim to get. I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. It has a lot of replayability to it. Like, you can do something different every day. What is the what's the key command to put your head out the window? I thought there's a way you could do that. I think I see the light up there. I see the light. There it is. Kind of peeking a little bit there. I see the light. The newer auto, it makes the single play a lot more fun. Yeah, it does. Single play is not bad. There's plenty to do. Always, every day. Make your conductor stand. Yeah, that's absolutely an option. We could do that. Yeah, Q and E is just changing my my height. Adding his DPU is going to put a severe damper on our trip, though. We're going to go dead. We're going to go dead, guys. We're not going to make it to Birmingham. All right, there we go. All right, so we'll let go of him. Put a handbrake on him just in case. Relinquish. All right, so I think what we're going to do is pull the DPU up to about right here, and cut off, and pull high. Bring this one out, add it, and then put it back together, make it solid, and then we can blast off. I think that's the plan, Stan. I think that is the plan. We need to do a light real fast. Let's do that. 10,500 feet. So yeah, we'll fit fine. Yeah, let's go with it. Oh, we got a fence up. Why do we have the fence up? Well, damn. Now I gotta remember how to pull the fence down. I can't even remember. What is the fence? What is the fence? You know what? Do this. What is the fence? I can't remember. I haven't messed with the fence in ages, in forever. Fence, increase, decrease, left shift, left bracket, left shift, right bracket. Okay. Yeah, that is totally not working. There we go. It's going to take a hot minute. Control F11. Yeah, it was left shift, left bracket, but it wasn't working. It was like it was delayed or something. I don't know what was up with that. Just have to put in traffic to give you meets, and now auto does it. Yeah, auto does pretty good. The only thing that I'm not really like 100% happy with is the traffic, the auto spawning traffic, especially how it's oh, it might help put it in forward. Especially with the industry stuff. All right, she's still pumping off. We're just gonna lean into it. You believe the arrow keys? Yeah, my arrow keys up and down, is it? Yeah, it's not the arrow keys. Left and right just move your head, and up and down just does forward and backwards. I'm honestly not sure. I wonder why the main reservoir is so low on our DPU. Like, what's up with that? Okay, let's try. All right, there we go. We're moving. See if we can get the bottom moving. There we go. Now we're in business. Yes. Okay, so we'll pull down a little bit.
Southern detected. Milestone. 2.
Oh, we did stop on the DD.
3. Track.
Shift
1.
arrow. Yeah, shift arrow. It isn't doing it for me either. I wonder how far it is up here to the crossings. Yeah, I've done it before too. I absolutely have. It's like I do this stuff like once in a blue moon, and then I don't touch it, and then like I have zero clue what it is. Yeah, I'm at a loss. I don't know. Avatar. I totally forgot you could bow in game. Yeah, I don't know. That's not that important now anyway, so we'll just... All right, let's hop down. That DPU's down here somewhere. It's a good looking train though. I like these trains out in New Orleans with all the plastic pellets and the chemicals and stuff. I even tried to do the correct UN numbers based off the train that I saw in the video. I gotta be able to catch that DPU so we can stop in time to leave room for us to come out. Right control up arrow. Hang on. Right, real fast. Oh, there you go. And right control. Okay, so it's right control. There you go. That's what I needed. All right. Sweet. Thank you. Not shift. Yeah, right control. Yeah, it's one of those, I barely touch that. Like once in a blue moon, I do that. Otherwise, I don't do it a whole lot. All right, let's get up here, give ourselves room to stop and cut off and pull ahead and do all the things. Too many keybinds. Yeah, there is a lot, that's for sure. Will give us plenty of room so we can stop. I don't want to get too fast. We gotta leave room to come out. So what we need to do is come on up here a little ways. There's drama on the AGS. That should be good right here. If we're only doing about this speed and we need to stop, we should be able to do it. I can't see the DPU. I want to try to do it from the ground. That might be it right there, maybe. I guess I could have counted the cars. That would have been the easy way. I'm not even, honestly, I'm not even sure how far back the DPU is. It is 88 back. Yeah, I should have counted them. It's coming up. It looks like, I think that's a carbon black hopper though. Yeah, I think that's a carbon black hopper. Man, look how you're stretched out over that knot back there. That's a pretty, this is a decent train. Even when we get her into the yard, we're going to have to double her over. Like the longest track's only like 6,800 feet. So we're going to have to double over. It is a cool view, right? Yeah, I like that. I like seeing it like that. Yeah, okay. So those are carbon blacks. What is... We got a whole bunch of tank cars leading up to the DPU. That's what we got to look for. Love these manifests. Yeah, it's 88 back. It's the 88th car. I didn't count them out though, so I have zero clue where we're at the moment. Like, it should be coming up after this batch of maybe this batch of tanks up here. I don't, maybe you don't pass those. What else we got? We've got a whole bunch of tanks. Yeah, a whole bunch of tanks. Some plastic pellet hoppers and then a whole bunch of tanks. Okay. Yeah, next time I remember to count these off. I should have done that. I should have looked it up. Here's some tanks, right? All right, 2 plastic pellet hoppers. All right, here's our foam. Okay, yeah, I think it's coming up right here.
Milepost 202.3 track 1 well defect. Total axle 298. No transmission.
Good little air. Yeah, watch. She's just going to squat like crazy, though. Is the only problem. I hate, like, big trains like this sucks. Having to spot it, like, at an exact location. It really just does. Like, we're going to stop shorter than what I wanted to. I mean, I guess we could let go of the air. He's banging around. We're going to wind up getting a knuckle trying to drag this thing up there. All it's going to take is those locomotives to slip and catch again, and then we're screwed. All right, just a little bit further. Like maybe 6 more cars here. All right, it's going to be about 4 more. 60 to 70 something. Yeah, it's 88 back. Here she is right here. I think we're gonna hang on to the DPU. I think that'd be easiest. Let's hang on to it and just leave the bottom of the train, and then yeah, we've got room to come out here. Perfect. Let's just stop right here. All right, that should be good. All right, let's get some handbrakes. We're going to need several, I would think. I'm not exactly sure what we're leaving on the main here. All right, let's grab this. Close it out. Let's try this. And I think I'm gonna draw it down a little bit more. I'm just curious what this cut's gonna do draped over that knot back there. So we're gonna draw it down pretty good. I need to open it. Now it should do it. All right, let's hang tight a second. Why not the rear? I just don't want to put it on the bottom. I want to put it with this one right here. You love the manifest trains? A lot of variety. Yeah, I do too. And it's crazy, the New Orleans trains, like they're completely different than like the trains that I was around when I worked. Like they have a lot of plastic pellets and chemicals and stuff like that. Whereas we didn't. Okay, now we can take it ahead. Catch up. This should be good. What are we leaving? It's almost 150 and we cut off right at almost 90, so basically about 60 cars, give or take, are left. I think we did what, 4 handbrakes? Let's check the head in. Oh yeah, we got plenty of room. Okay. We got plenty of room. I was kind of worried about those crossings up there. I didn't want to get up on them too close. All right, there we go. Caught up. All right, Willie's up here clear. Then we'll grab that locomotive and bring him out. Yeah, I did it like... You're lying, mostly stuff from the Bone Valley. Yeah, we ran a lot of phosphate. It was real heavy traffic, like Chicago to Florida traffic. That kind of stuff. Midwest to Florida. That kind of stuff. So we didn't have like, there wasn't a whole lot of chemicals. It wasn't like a real heavy, like chemical heavy route. We had it, but it not like on the same scale. Like the New Orleans trains are crazy. Like all the stuff that they have on them coming out from the Gulf. Okay, that's good right here. All right. Let's get ready to grab this other unit and we'll be good. All right, hop down. Relinquish. Grab the other guy now. Release that handbrake. Jump up in the cab. Now we can see our light. Sweet. Okay, so we're not going to get a light, though. I don't think. It shouldn't give us a light out of here. We'll try it and see, but I don't think it is. No, it's not. So we got permission by stop indication. CP Crabtree. Siding to the main. Looking out for a switching motor. Side to main. Looking out. Track conditions ahead. All right. There we go. Something like that. Putting it back together is going to suck. Hanging on to all those cars. I don't know what our tonnage is now that we've cut this bottom part off, but it's still going to be pretty sizable. That is going to suck. I'm not good at that. I'm not good at like hanging onto a heavy long ass train and trying to be exact with it. Show you the interior. All right, yeah, let me get this. Let's get a couple up real quick and I'll show you. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to set this guy up as a DPU. We'll swap him up when we get it back together. We get it back solid. If this one fails, I just give up. At that point, I'm just gonna call it a day. Tell them to call me a taxi. We'll tie it down somewhere and be done. Nice. Okay. Well, that may not have been hard enough to do anything, though. That was like really super soft. Try it the other way now. Yeah, okay, we're good. Nice. Nice. So I gotta figure out, like, how do I want to cut this in? I think we'll just leave it like it is and get it all together and then cut the area. Like, I don't think now would be a good time. I've never messed with DPU. Like, DPU are completely foreign to me. I don't know jack about these. Call PTI. Yeah, PTI van would be a good one. Okay. Now we gotta drop that light. Let that run time. Oh, I was going to show you the cab. I'm sorry, dude. Let's go back. Let's go back. So this is a cab. Pretty decent. The 1111. Yeah, leave it. Yeah, okay. We'll leave it together. Like I said, if you had told me, like, they run DPU on the route that I work on now, and they have for a good while, but it, like, if you had told me that they were going to be running DPU between Chicago and Jacksonville or Waycross in the early 2000s, we would have absolutely laughed. We would have thought that was the dumbest thing ever. Like, we totally would have laughed. I never dreamed in a million years they'd be running DPU down that line. And 15,000 foot long trains and stuff like that. Like, okay, so we're good with him. Let's jump back on this guy. This is the part that's going to really suck right here, guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm not looking forward to this part. Let's relinquish. Let's go up to the head end and grab it. Yeah, this part may suck. What do we got? Train wise. I think as long as we just ease her down there really, really slow, we don't have to worry about anything, right? Andrew, what's up, dude? Welcome from Alaska. I hadn't seen you in a while, man. Is it plenty cold up there for you? What are we hanging on to? What do we got? Still 9,000 tons. Man, we cut off like a third of our train and we still got 9,000 tons. 6.3 loads, 21 empties, 5,000 feet. This thing's a little freaking bowling ball. Like it just is. It's a bowling ball. Absolutely. All right, let's catch up. So, Andrew. Let's catch Andrew up on what's going on. So, we're taking this 344 north to Birmingham. It's 16,000 tons, 8,500 feet. Our DPU dropped out on us. Like it completely crapped out between Powers and Tuscaloosa. So we stopped at Tuscaloosa. We drew down the air really tight. We got the DPU to come back, but we stole an engine from the local in Tuscaloosa, the A55. We're going to put it on here as a insurance policy, just in case this DPU craps out again. So basically that's where we're at. Long story short. All right. We should be able to just kind of roll down there. I think it's kind of a little bit downhill going this way. So we should be able to just kind of roll along, right? Just a little bit. It's not that cold. It's currently in the teens here in Fairbanks. Nice. Yeah, it's a lot has happened, Andrew. A lot has happened today since we started this. Got permission by stop indication, CP Crabtree. Main to main, switching motor, looking out for track conditions ahead. There you go. Come on, sometime today. Waiting on all that slack to bunch up. It's taking forever. Like she's moving. I think our fence went back up because I don't hear the DPU doing anything. It's only the head end. All right, Redneck, you gotta teach me, bro. How would you couple up to another train with holding on to 9,000 tons? How would you do that? How would you get a soft coupling hanging on to 9,000 tons? It's like over 9,000 tons. It's almost 10. She's not rolling away with us. I think we're pretty good here. We'll just ease along like this. I think we're pretty good. It's been a good bad trip. Yeah, it's good in the fact that it gave us something interesting to do and something different, right? Like I've never done this before. This is all new to me. So in that sense, it's been a good trip. It's been a good trip. It's been a bad trip because we're not going to make it to Birmingham. We'll have to do another part sometime. Yeah, I think we're good. We'll just ease up there really, really slow. Keep it under 3, around 2, but leave brakes on slightly applied. So you would give it a little independent? Yeah, our fence is back up. What is up with that? Why does our fence keep going back up every time we grab this thing? Well, we're doing 2.4, so I think we're good. We'll just keep easing up there like this. A little bit, not too much. So you just kind of push against the independent just a tad. But wait, I'll tell you when if need be. Okay, I got you. Now I think we're kind of going up a little knot right here now. Okay, I got you. Yeah, this is all completely foreign to me. Luckily, we have a real engineer in the chat to help us out, which is absolutely awesome. Did I get our... I could have swore I threw this switch. Maybe not. Why did it not? Is... Okay, that's not good. That's not good, guys. Just showing... I could have swore I threw this switch. Did I not throw this switch earlier? Like I could have swore. Okay, well at least it threw. There we go. Okay. All right, let's keep on keeping here. We'll keep easing her up here. Sorry, I was away for a bit. Tow truck showed up, winched my car out. That's no worries, Hoosier. We're good. We're getting our train back together. We're gonna be set once if both these DPU work. We're gonna be set. This is gonna be a good train in. Stuck at the end of your driveway. That sucks. What is going on with YouTube? Why is YouTube showing me this? Like, it makes no sense. There we go. YouTube is being weird. It's telling me that no one's viewing right now, but I absolutely know that's not true. Like, YouTube's going to YouTube, right? YouTube's absolutely going to YouTube. Yeah, it's telling me no one's watching right now. I know there is. I know there's at least a few people watching. It's just not acknowledging snow and ice. Yeah, it does suck. It's been nice. It was almost 9 degrees here the other day. It's gonna be in the 70s this weekend, I think. You're watching on YouTube? Yeah, I don't know. Like, YouTube is so yeah, YouTube's YouTube. Hey Jacko, what's up, dude? I didn't see you hop in. Keep throttle low when you start pushing against independent. Yeah, I think we're good so far. I was kind of worried that she'd really like start picking up because I thought the grade kind of went up to the south end or to the north end of Tuscaloosa a little bit. So I thought when we start backing down, like she was going to really take off on us, but she doesn't. Like, she's barely doing anything, so that's good. She's kind of helping us out. Half listening while working. Awesome. It was good seeing you, dude. Let's see if we can get this train together and blast off. Make sure you get a good couple of the stretch. Yeah, we're going to hit it pretty good if we can. That last one was really soft with that single engine, but they have 11 watching right now. Yeah, I knew it was more that like it's saying now it's saying that I have 1, but I don't know, it's being weird. YouTube analytics has been kind of jacked up anyway. Like, it hasn't been able to tell me, like, there's certain days it'll tell you that like they can't calculate how many views you had and all, which is par for the course. It's always done that. Like, don't even look at that stuff. All right, let's come on back about one more. Now you got a hole to fix in your yard come summer. Yeah, I got to start. Like, I couldn't believe my wife was telling me the other day that we got to start working on our garden. Getting stuff ready for that. Nice. That wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be, guys. Honestly, like, it really just wasn't. I thought the grade there was going to work against us a lot more, but it worked out perfect. Like, I couldn't ask for a better spot. All right, let's see if we can stretch it out a little bit here. All right, we're good. Man, she's wanting to go. Sweet. Let's draw some air down. All right, I think that's good enough. That'll do, right? Yeah, that worked out perfect. That was way easier than what I thought it would be. I just expected to back down that hill and for this thing to take off like no tomorrow. And I was like, how am I going to keep it under control coming down to that coupling when she's really wanting to accelerate, but she never did. Like, she just kind of coasted along a little bit. All right, let's MU it. There we go. We're going to change up the DPU, right? The DPU lead. So this is the DPU lead. That one's just MU'd. Question is, can we that one? Okay. DPU lead forward. DPU. That's something else I don't do a lot, is setting up DPU. We'll keep this tagged as A55 because we're going to throw this thing on another train when we go up to Norris and send it back south, maybe. So they'll get it back. So this should be good. All we got to do now is just get the air lace. All right, connect this guy. This shouldn't be a big deal. We got to open this one up too. Open. Open. We good? Looks to be. Now we gotta get this one back here. Kilo, what's going on, dude? You missed out, bro. We've had like all kind of stuff going on. I was gonna say the defecations hit the fan. Our DPU's giving us problems. We had to steal another locomotive off a local to have a good DPU. We got our DPU back, but I wasn't sure if we could rely on it or not. So we had to steal another one. So we got this this ace right here. We added it in, and now we're going to see what happened. And I don't think something is not right. We're not getting any CFMs. All right, that's open. That's open. Where is? Oh, it's because this one is. Oh, that's open too. Why are we not getting any CFMs? Like, what is going on with this? Let's see what this does. Doesn't look like the rear's coming up. I don't think we have. Where's our problem at? No, it shows the brakes released. What is going on with this thing? Something's not right. Like, I'm showing 70 on the bottom, but it's showing 0 brakes applied. Like, they shouldn't have knocked off the bottom that quick, should they? Alright, let's go back. Oh, this sucks because it's draped over this knot. I'm kind of worried, guys. I have a doubt. Alright, we got continuity with those. What is going in? Oh, why is our CFM not very high? Now it is. Now it's high. Why was it not high before? I don't understand. It was 0. It was 0 for a bit. Now all of a sudden it's bottom still had air in line. Yeah. Time to walk it. No, we're not walking it. Okay, now we can open it up the rest of the way. Yeah, I'm not a DPU guy. Like, I don't know much about it. I really just don't. We'll keep pulling on it and see. Redneck, do they let y'all pull against a train while sitting still? Or is that a no-no? Set to partial, not open. Yeah, I keep it at partial till it gets below 60 on the CFM, and then I open it up the rest of the way. Or else, if you open it full above 60 CFM, it's gonna bust the air every time. You can pull against it. Frankie, what's up, dude? How you doing? Yeah, parking brake on. Yeah, they're on these cars right here. It's just we've got like 4 handbrakes on it. It's not a lot, 4 or 5, something like that. We'll knock those off in a second. When they don't know, I got you. Yeah, I thought it was a no-no. I had to... Back in the day, I had a train master and road foreman tell us that, like, if you had a train that was trying to creep on you and the brake and it wasn't holding it, like the independent wasn't holding it to push against it or to pull against it, whichever way you're rolling. Okay, I think we're good. Let's draw down some more air. We'll do an on and off. We'll see what the bottom looks like. And then we'll knock those handbrakes off, and then we'll be able to blast off, which should be good. Yeah, it's like yesterday's video. I was talking about the second job I ever got called for. We had a rock train. It was the first job I ever got called for was rock train, and we went dead. They got a relief crew, and then the next time I was called was for the exact same train. It was just like a siding down the line, and it was in the siding tied down, and they were having trouble with the brakes. They picked up a third locomotive somewhere, and they couldn't get the locomotive brakes to work or something. I'm trying to remember how that went down. Something happened, and when they added that third locomotive, so the engineer that's on that job wasn't that great, and she hooked up the MU cables wrong or something, the MU hoses wrong or something. So the brake, like the locomotive brakes would apply, but they wouldn't actuate off. They wouldn't bail off, if I remember correctly. So we got called for the job, and we're trying to figure it out. And this was the second time I've been called for anything ever. Like, I didn't know anything, and our engineer didn't know anything either. And so we were trying to do a brake test on this thing, and like the independent wouldn't actuate off. And when you release the big brake, like she would want to creep out of the siding because it's on a 1% grade downhill. So she kept creeping and creeping up to the signal, and like it wasn't holding it. And so we started tying on a whole bunch of handbrakes, and the dispatcher, like, he gave us a light out of the siding, and then we told him to take it back down because we weren't good. And like he kept asking us, like, are y'all okay, what's going on? And we're like, no, we're having problems. And so the next thing I know, the road foreman showed up and the train master showed up, and we told him, we're like, we can't get, like, the brakes aren't actuating. We don't know anything about the brakes. It's only like the 3rd day on the job, right, for both of us, because my conductor was the dude that was ahead of me in seniority, so he didn't know anything either. And so anyway, we're trying to figure this out. She keeps creeping on us, like towards the south end of the siding, and they're like, why don't you just put it in reverse and push against it? And I was like, you can do that? And they're like, yeah, you can do that. I was like, well, I'm not an engineer, and 2, this is like my 3rd day, so like, that's not the kind of stuff they teach you, you know? Like, the engineers should know that, not me. All right, either way, I digress. I think we're good. What's up, Yankee? How you doing, man? Yeah, we're ready to roll. I think we're good. I think we're good to go. Everything looks good. We're solid. We got our DPU back here. We put our barcode on. I didn't even know these things were called barcodes until today. I've heard of them called, I think the G's are called catfish, right? Like, what's the difference between a barcode and a catfish? All right, we're good. We got her together. We got our DPU set up. We've got continuity. We gotta knock those handbrakes off. I knew there was something I needed to do back there. We gotta knock, I think we got like, what, 4 handbrakes on? 4 or 5. This one, yeah, let's get that one. That one. That one. That one. So 5. Maybe we had 6. Yeah, 6. That one's good. That one's good. And that was good. Okay, so we're good. No handbrakes. We're all good. Let's blast off. 111 looks like a barcode. What's a barcode? Like, I don't know. Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. I got you. So you're talking about the number. Oh, Jack, what's up, dude? Finally caught a stream. Dude, you missed out. You have to catch a replay because we had a DPU failure. We made it to the south end of Tuscaloosa, and we had to steal another locomotive off the local to add to our DPU. Look at the barcode on a box real quick. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Andrew's got to go. Have a great one. All right, Andrew, I appreciate it, man. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Stay warm in Alaska. Go ahead and start pulling over because she's draped over all kind of grades back there. Like, I don't know what's going to be going on with this thing once we get moving. It should be okay. It's like we're in a sag and then over a knot and then in another sag, so hopefully we're good. I just want to get that bottom moving. If I get the bottom moving, then I think we'll be all right. There we go. Now we're good. Okay. I just didn't want to yank all that slack out over at one time and then get a knuckle. All right, I think we're good, guys. I think we're finally good. 1.4 HPT. Yeah, this thing's going to be sweet now. We're going to be good. All right, we took our signal down, so we need to put that back. There we go. We're going to have to go in a hole somewhere, probably. We're not going to make it all the way. We'll line ourselves up to McAuliffe for now and see how that works out. Man, this thing, like, she pulls way different with that extra DPU. Like, she's going. She was nicknamed Barcode. That's cool. I did not know that. How's it doing with the DPU? Yeah, DPU's fine. We got continuity. The main reservoir is low for some reason, though. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe it just hasn't pumped up. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. Other than that, everything's golden. We're good. All right, so we're coming up to Tuscaloosa. We've got, what is it? A 30 up here. Okay. F7 to cheat. Yeah, I kind of want to hold off. I want to, yeah, there she goes. She just recovered, so I guess she just needed to pump up a little bit. There's a small issue then. Yeah, she pumped up. She's 112 now and she's climbing, so I guess I just didn't give it time to pump up. I don't know. I thought it would have been good, honestly, because, like, I mean, it was charged to begin with. The air compressors are running. It wasn't like it was dead locomotive, so I don't know. I don't know what's up with that, but either way, we're good now. Let's go. Yeah, she recovered real nice. We're good. We're golden. Man, that was some work. I feel like I need to mark off sick now. I think the next trip I'm gonna mark off. You just dragged her a little bit? Yeah, she'd be all right. He's all right. Definitely runs different with that other unit. That's kind of nice, honestly. Length is he's 8,541 feet. 15,916 tons, 107 loads, 38 empties. So yeah, she's pretty decent. It's showing us this 55-mile-an-hour train, but she's a key train, so we'll do 50. It's absolutely a key train. She's got a ton of bad stuff back there. So I built this train off a real life video that I saw of one. Like I jotted everything down car by car. I even went like I tried to replicate the UN numbers on the tank cars too, like what I could see and make out. So I don't know if it's exactly like it, but it's pretty close. It's close enough. People say she's chunky. Yeah, this is, yeah. She's chunky. She's a little chunky. She's got a lot of it's a train out of New Orleans. It's the 344. So she's out of New Orleans off the UP, and she's got a ton of plastic pellet hoppers, a ton of tank cars, a ton of chemicals and petrol and everything, like a lot of nasty stuff back there. I just knew, like, rolling into Tuscaloosa, we absolutely had to have that DPU. Like, there's no question. We had to have that or we were dead in the water. So we got our DPU to work again, but I just wasn't 100% sure that she would last. So I just wanted to be doubly sure that we had a good DPU. All right, we got the 30 right here. That's where we stole our extra DPU off the A55, so they're gonna be pissed when they show up for work. They're gonna be down a unit. They've got like, they could take one off the Tuscaloosa local and add it to this and then use it to get back to Norris if they have to. Okay, Spur, gotta run. Have adulting to do. All right, Darren, I appreciate it, man. We'll catch you next time. I honestly, I kind of thought about streaming some this weekend. If I can get a chance, I may do some Arma Reforger. I may stream some Arma Reforger this weekend if I get time and it's all working right. You just had a 21,000 ton unit train. 179 sodium cars head down to. Oh, you had the. Was it a molten sulfur train? Was it the tank cars? What's our speed doing? Okay, we're good. Glad you're up and running. Watch on video. All right, Darren, I appreciate it, man. Would like to see you do some ATS. Actually, I have to get my. I got my wheel and stuff's all packed away. Is the only problem. I'd love to. I like ATS. I enjoy it. I just have to unpack that wheel and the pedals and all the stuff and hook it up, and it takes up so much room on my desk. I don't have like a huge desk. So I have to like set my keyboard off to the side when I have my wheel hooked up. here to see who's buzzing me. Uh-oh. Oops. Should be on your phone. That's what happens. Don't do like Spur. Oh, it's a school. Okay. It's a school. Not important. They call it a salt train. Really? Okay. I've never heard of those. That's interesting. What kind of like covered hoppers? That's definitely different. I remember we ran a lot of the molten sulfur down into the Bowman Valley. Those are really regular trains. Really? I wonder what they do with that down there. So it goes to the Bowman Valley? We'll be home this weekend, hopefully. Nice. So, Redneck, are you working on the P line? Do you think Rud 8 will make the CSX Lionel sub? I don't know for sure. I would like to think, I hope. I'd like to see it. I think having Birmingham gives it a higher chance. I just don't know when. I don't know how imminent that would be. Nice, that's cool. Road to P line going through the two tunnels up there. What is it? The Coosa Tunnel, and what's the other one? Y'all don't run a whole heck of a lot of traffic on that route, right? Like, it's just a few trains a day. Yeah, I would love to. I'd love to see the P line. All right, I mean, I'd like to see the P line actually, but I meant the Limeville sub. I'd love to see the Limeville sub, but you could do the P line out of Birmingham as well too. Oh, you live in Talladega? That's cool. Talladega was a lot of fun to roll into northbound because like you got that. There used to be a 25-mile-an-hour diamond board right there at the office, at the yard office in Talladega. I don't know if it's still there or not. I don't know if they changed it or what, but you used to go rolling up in there and then have to slow down for that 25. Yeah, I'd love to see Limeville sub. It was super busy. It was really busy back in the early 2000s. We had more trains than we knew what to do with. The P line, John, runs between Birmingham and Columbus, Georgia. It's NS route. All right, what's our time look like? 10:45. We got a little bit of time left here before Spur goes dead. My hours of service are up at about a little after 11. Unfortunately, we'll keep going with it though. We'll keep going. We'll be all right. All right, we're out at 30. I should have counted that, but we didn't. Let's go with it. This is a part of the route we would absolutely not have made it if we didn't have that DPU. Central Georgia. Yes, you're right. It's the Central Georgia line. Eventually it goes all the way down to Macon. My favorite engineer I ever worked with, I used to love working with him. He was a former conductor off the P line. He worked for the NS and then he quit and came to CSX and went to engine service. He was a really, really, really good engineer. Love working with him. Locomotives are down in the town and they're the SC60Es. Where's that? Sylacauga? I didn't know they based local out of Sylacauga. I didn't know that. Oh, that's where you tie down. Okay. I take it the paper mill in Schillersburg shut down, right? Is that still there or is it shut down? It looked like they tore a bunch of it down. I was looking around on Google Earth a while back. They tore the paper dock down. Like, I was really surprised. They tore a lot of it down. Just a lot of it's tore down. Yeah, it's kind of sad. Believe it or not, that was the biggest moneymaker on the entire Atlanta division for CSX back in the day was Coosa Pines paper mill there. By a lot. I want to say it made more money than the entire Fulton County Industrial Park put together, the Fulco in Atlanta. Yeah, I think Fulco was the second biggest revenue generator for the Atlanta division. Yeah, it was a lot. The Coosa Pines was legit back in the day. Holy crap. The 70s and 80s, man, they took so much pulpwood and all that stuff in there. And those pulpwood loads going into, like, a lot of those paper mill pulpwood loads back in the day were hot. They didn't mess around with them. It did stink. Yeah, you're right. It did stink. It did, you know, after a while you got used to it, but yeah, it absolutely stank. I remember one time we were taking caustic soda down into the plant. So we had to switch caustic soda every night. Like, that was a regular thing. Sometimes we did it twice a night, but we were taking caustic soda down in there. And it's like deep down inside the plant. It almost looks like a refinery down in like that part of the plant. Like, they have the spots for the tank cars and there's like pipes and stuff all over the place. And so we're going down in there and like there's this black stuff all over the ground, like half a foot deep. Just everywhere, all over the place down there. And it's like steaming. It looks like it's got steam or smoke coming off of it. And there's these guys down there in hazmat suits with fire hoses and they're like washing it. they're washing it like in these storm drains. And we stopped. We're like, what's going on? He's like, they called it black liquor. I think that's what they call it, was black liquor. And there's like, you can't go down in there. They had a black liquor spill. For cleaning it up. They just washing it into storm drains. I was like, oh no. It looked nasty though. If I remember, they still bring cars there to switch out. Yeah, I wonder what they do at Coosa Pines now. If they took the paper dock down, I don't know what they could possibly do other than like bell pulp and roll pulp. Maybe they took the newsprint portion of it out. And so they just do the pulp. That could very well be. I need to look at it again now that I thought about that. Because back in the day, they did newsprint. They had like 5 or 6 tracks that went inside the building that they loaded with newsprint. We took them big, like insulated box cars in there, and then they had Bell Pulp was really busy. Like they shipped a bunch of those out every night, and then every once in a while they would ship out Roll Pulp too. But we didn't, like, I don't even think we switched that every night. I think it was like every few nights. Yeah, not sure what all they do there. Yeah, I need to look at that. I want to say the recycle part of it is still there, so maybe they just do the pulp. Maybe they got rid of newsprint and they just do they recycle and then turn it into pulp and ship it that way. The recycle was really busy. We took them 15 cars every night religiously. They took 15 box cars. And then on top of that, they had like an endless parade of 18 wheelers bringing in paper newsprint. Their tankers and box cars. I bet they still do pulp. Because it looked like we called the recycle part D-Ink. And it was kind of separate. It was off by itself, and then they had a big conveyor belt that hauled the stuff down to the main plant. But it looked like, I think D-Ink was still on Google Earth. I have to look at it and see. It was a cool process. It was interesting to see. And they had these big things, like they would put the 18 wheelers on this big ramp thing, and then it would tip up backwards, and they'd open up the doors on the back of the trailer, and the bells of pulp, the bells of magazines would just slide out. Like they took magazines and recycled them into newsprint. Your brother-in-law brings wood chips to him from his company. That's cool. It was honestly, it was a good job. It's one of the better jobs I ever had on the railroad. It was just too far to drive.
Norfolk Southern detected. Milepost 192.5. Track 1.
It was cool. Mrs. Spur spent 12 hours on the local with us one night. Like, she worked a full shift with us. We'd go to Childersburg, and we got a motel there, and we're staying in Childersburg. And she wanted to come to the yard there at the paper plant to see the locomotives and get her picture on it. And so I told my engineer, I was like, we're gonna go out to the power and make some pictures. He's like, yeah, go ahead. He was like, she can't leave though. She's got to work the shift with us if she wants pictures. And she was like, really? I can do that? And he's like, absolutely. And so she did. She stayed on the locomotive with the engineer the entire time and watched me and my conductor switch. It was pretty cool. She absolutely loved it. She had a blast. Like, for 12 hours on a locomotive, she absolutely loved it. Man, this is a steep grade coming down through here. I didn't realize how steep this is. Trying to decide if we need some dynamics or if it's just going to pick right back up again. I don't know. Yeah, we may need some dynamics, actually. I didn't want to go into him if we're just going to have to go right back into power, but I think we're going to be in it for a while. I need to learn these grades better. Learn the terrain. I see it's just leveled out, so I think we're fixing to start climbing back up. I really don't want to touch the air. It's not as bad with DPU back there to help pump it up. So we could probably get away with it more.
Detected. Milepost 192.5. Track.
There's a lot of traffic like that at one time on Illinois Central from Meridian to Shreveport as well. Nice. The Illinois Central. I like the Illinois Central. That's one that always fascinated me back in the day, especially the old school one. You're only like 30 minutes for Coos Pines. Yeah, that's not bad. See, I had to drive almost 2 hours to Coos Pines. It sucked. Yeah, can't do that no more. Yeah, you can't ride anymore. Well, I mean, we were a remote job too. There wasn't anyone ever out there. Every once in a while, the FRA would come out there, but like we never saw anyone from CSX. Like they never bothered us. If it was going to be anyone, it'd be the FRA, but that was like few and far between. But yeah, she did. She stayed on the local all night. It was a lot of fun. Now they have train cams. You can't sneak. Yeah, Big Brother's watching you all the time now. It sucks. Oh, you call it the coal train coming out of Gaston. That I used to go down there. I've been down in Gaston a few times. Gaston was really tricky for us to go into because like right when you're going into the plant, that last little bit of the branch, it was like an S curve, a really sharp S curve, and it's like a 1% downhill. And then right at the bottom of one of those S curves was a split rail. So you can imagine bringing a coal train down into that switch, that split rail to stop to get it, like, because it was always lined, you know, it was always lined off the track. In fact, I want to say we had a coal train derail down there, like a minor derailment. They rolled the engine, like the lead truck, through the split rail and off the track because they didn't have it under control enough when they went down in there. So they were supposed to stop short of the split rail so the conductor could get it, but they didn't. They weren't able to stop or something like that. I just remember them like really stressing us to have your stuff under control when you went down to that split rail and to stop well short. Don't try to like pull all the way up to it. You call it the 6901 from Sylacauga? Oh, you got rolled up on by the FRA, really? How was it a weird interaction? Did they bother y'all? Yeah, it's my interactions with the FRA too. I was around them a few times. They seem like some weird cats, to be honest. I don't know why. I don't know why. But yeah, yeah. Alabama coal plant, where it's Gaston. The Gaston steam plant in Wilsonville. It's served by CSX and NS. At least it was. I don't know. I know NS does it now, but I don't know if CSX still does it. But we both used to take coal trains down in there. It's a pretty cool operation. It has a big dump pit, like you'd pull the train over it. The bottom dump, they'd open up and dump the coal out. Oh, that's a shadow. Never mind, I thought that was a crossing. It was someone from the signals department. He was not the best at socializing. I don't know if he thought we were messing with stuff or what his deal was. We left after a little bit. Yeah. I had the FRA mess with us when I was cubbing. It was a guy and a woman in this little black car. It had like a radio antenna on top of it. And I remember I was cubbing on this local. And I remember the conductor telling me, it's like, that's the FRA over there, so make sure you do everything right, you know, be extra careful. And so anyway, we had to pick up a car. We had to pick up a tank car on this spur, and it was all the way up against this track bumper, or just about, like it was just a little bit off of it. And he wanted me to make that coupling. He said, you need to make this coupling to get used to this, like, these kind of, like, have to be kind of accurate with it, you know. And so he's like, just have the have them ease up to it, stop them short, and then ease them up the rest of it. And the guy and the gal from the FRA got out of the car and came over there to us, and they asked the conductor, like, you gonna let him make this coupling? And he's like, yeah, why not? And they were like, it's a little bit tight, isn't it? And he said he's got to learn somewhere, right? He's got to learn to do this somewhere. Like, preventing him from doing it now isn't going to help him later down the road when he's marked up. And they were like, well, okay. And they went back to their car and got in it. But it's like, I felt like that was kind of like out of bounds for them a little bit. Like, that wasn't none of their business to get involved with that. CSX and NS still does it. Yeah, the trains we used to take down in there is U230 and U228. I think it's U228. Something like that. They loaded over there outside of Birmingham. And then I had another interaction with the FRA. I'd already been a conductor for a while, and I was called for a road train. And I showed up at the yard office and got all the paperwork, the bulletins and all that stuff, the tonnage graph. And we had this big table in the crew room. I sat down with the engineer there, and there's this girl sitting there across from us. And she's kind of younger. She's a younger girl. Like, she's in her 20s, maybe late 20s. And she was like, Mr. Spur, except she called me by my name, my last name. She's like, y'all all good to go? Y'all ready? And I was like, who is this? Like, who? Like, I thought she was from the company. She's like, y'all good to go? Y'all got everything you need? I was like, yeah, we're good. We're just going to go over this have a little job briefing, right? Because I knew she was someone. I just didn't know who. And we did our thing and left, and she's like, all right, y'all have a good trip. And I asked my engineer, we're going out through the train. I said, who is that? And he's like, she's with the FRA, dude. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't know exactly what she was doing in the yard office. Like, needless to say, when we left out of there, we were on our P's and Q's. Like, we were making sure you did everything right. Everything 100% by the book. Yeah, they're very sneaky. Yeah, they absolutely are. Yeah. Believe it or not, I had a lot of guys tell me that they saw the FRA more at the paper mill at Coosa Pines than anywhere else on the railroad around there. I don't know why they like going out there, but they are sneaky. You're absolutely right. Yeah. Your granddad used to work at Outbound Power. Then one day I was a kid, he took me to see how the coal trains got it. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So he took you down to Gaston. Yeah, it won't sneak up on you. You didn't even know it. They used to get our guys a lot for getting on and off moving equipment. I do remember that at Coosa Pines, because that was like, we weren't supposed to get on and off moving equipment, but that was like one of the first things that went out the window, because there's no way you can work that job and get everything done and like stop and like come to a stop every time you needed to get on and off. It just wasn't going to happen. So I guess they used to go out there and hang out and get people for that all the time. I know they got the guy before me for that, because when I took the job, I saw him and he told me, he's like, watch out for the FRA. He's like, they like to come out there. No, it's not on the 3B. It's on the line that comes out of, oh damn, we got another no-com. Are you kidding me? There we go, it's back. It's off the line out of Wilton, the Anniston district. It's on Wilsonville's on the Anniston district. Or if you look at the line, we'll sub on CSX up around Westover. Actually, no, just north of, let's see, I'm trying to remember how the sides went. You went Coosa Pines, Westover. It's a place that we called Addison and Yellowleaf. Up there. Yeah, it keeps dropping out. Now it's back again. Squeaky says no DPU for you. I guess today's just not the day to do DPU. Riddick says they still do for what? They still get you for getting on and off moving equipment? I thought that was okay, though. I thought they I thought they legalized that, right? Like you could do it. Which I thought was a good deal because like even when it was not okay, like everyone did it. Like that was just that's just something you did. You got on and off moving equipment. Like they did it for decades ahead of that, no problem. It's okay to do it. Oh, they still show up there. Okay, I got you. I guess because you're like switching up there a lot, there's like a lot of different things maybe they could catch you doing, you know, like air brake stuff and everything up. Maybe, I don't know. Some railroads you can, some you can't. All right, we got to damn, we need to tie this thing down somewhere, and I have zero clue where we're going to do that, guys. It's about time for Spur to mark off sick. I'm about to go dead, then we'll mark off sick. I think we're gonna stop between the switches up here. Oh, we're not gonna fit. Ooh, we're not gonna fit. Just gonna have to tie up the main, call it recrew. That's all we can do. Kenny, what's up? Says you just left from Terminal Moncrief Yard in Jacksonville, Florida. Nice. What are you doing? Have you ever had a horn stick on you before? No, I have not had a horn stick, but we had one quit working on an SD70 MAC. It just completely quit working, like going through a crossing, like it just stopped. And we could hit the button on both sides. You can hit his on the console, on the desktop, and I could hit mine, and it wouldn't do anything. Like it just completely quit working. Your brakeman Joe do it all the time. What's up, Mother Slug? How you doing? Yeah, POS Electronics Solenoid probably died. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think you're absolutely right on that. So when we left out of Birmingham, we're going south, and it kind of acted up on us a little bit. And like it kind of cut in and out, and so we called the yard master. We called Mainline, and they sent someone from the shop out to us. Where did we stop at? Maybe we stopped at South Alice or somewhere down there, and they sent someone from the shop, 2 guys in a truck, and they came out there. They brought a can of contact cleaner, and they sprayed the buttons on each. They sprayed the buttons. On my side and the engineer side, like they took the button off and sprayed down inside it. Like they both weren't working. Like what was that supposed to do, honestly? Like if they're both not working, then either way, they did that and the horn worked, and they said, okay, you're good to go. And so we left out of there, and it worked for a while, but then we got up to let's see, I think we're up around this place called Sims Hill, and we went through that crossing, and it just completely crapped out on us. And so then we wound up taking the train to actually the Y there, going down to the power plant at Yellowleaf in Addison. And we left the train on the main, and we cut the 2 SD70 MACs off, and we turned them on the Y and put the bottom one on the lead, and then that one had a good horn. But yeah, it sucks. I like to never got it unstuck. I bet that did suck. Was it the lever kind, or was it the button kind that stuck on you? What morning here? Wake up to ice and snow everywhere outside. It's supposed to get more tonight. Yeah, it's going to get cold for us again too. It was like 90 here the other day. It was like 87, 88, something like that. Green signal and a cab signal. Yeah, it is. We shouldn't have cab signals on this route. Like, that shouldn't be working, but we do. We're going to go up here and stop and tie it down. I think I have to go to lunch. John, if you look for Childersburg, look for Wilsonville, Alabama, and you'll find the power plant. Like, you can't miss it. It's on the Anniston district though. I do know that. It's on the river. What river is that? The Coosa River? Is that the Coosa? I guess it's on. Oh, it's a lever. Really? The lever, the horn on the lever one crapped out. Really? I was thinking it was probably going to be a button one, but it's on the Coosa River. It was pretty up there going down into the power plant, like going down those S curves into it. It has a high MFD, UP has a low. Yeah, that's all Greek to me. I don't know anything about that stuff. In fact, I need to take this signal down right there. We're gonna drop it. All right, let's keep easing up here. You just kept pulling on it and eventually stopped blowing. Did it act up on you? What did you do at that point? Did it just work from that point on, or? I tell you what's crazy to see is a diesel engine running away. Like when they start feeding off its own lube oil or whatever. It fixed itself, huh? Did you convince it to fix itself, or? Oh yeah, you can use any locomotive you want, Drifter. Yeah, you can put any kind of power on there that you want to pull passenger train. It don't have to be Amtrak. You can put any of those on the head end. I mean, they do in real life. So you kicked the crap out and gave it a good cussing. Yeah, that's the way you convince it to work. Nice little drop off right here. Next signal is a mile out, and that should be the south end of that siding, right? I kind of like this horn. I had to tweak it. I got it in that horn pack that I downloaded offline, and I took it in Audacity and raised the volume up on it a little bit. I think it could be a little higher, but it was really quiet. Emergency repair procedure number 1: kick the crap out of it. Yes, kick it and hit it. Goes laughing at you with a big grin on his face. Yeah, coworkers always like to see their coworker lose it. I had engineered dump his chewing tobacco spit cup in his lap one time. He was pissed. All right, we gotta come up here and stop. I think the grade's going to work for us though here. See what she does. I hope she works for us. You seem like she's working pretty good. We need to, yeah, I'm going to count this because it's only like 7,000 feet. 7,800, 8,000 feet. Okay, so we'll be hanging out about 600 feet. But it is what it is. They're going to have to call a taxi. Hopefully they got a crew on duty already waiting on us. You're gonna die laughing at that. Yeah, we're on an AC 4400. We're pulling pretty hard uphill, and you know those things rattle like crazy. It's a rattle trap. And he had one of those little CSX water bottles that he was spitting in. You know, the little tiny ones back in the day. Those little opaque ones. You know, he was spitting in it, and he set it on the console, and he got distracted, and it rattled off the console into his lap and like dumped all over his legs. It was nasty. It was so nasty. Selfish Slinger, what's up, dude? This guy running to work now have a whole new problem. What's your problem there, Selfish? We can try to help. Never noticed how loud AES-44 bells are. Live 2.5 miles from mainline. It must be the perfect night for that too. I bet y'all had snow and stuff on the ground. It seems like sounds carry better when you have snow on the ground. We live a few miles away from the Transcon here through town, and I can when it snowed really good the other week. We had like 6 inches of snow on the ground. I could hear it plain as day. Like, it was so loud. Oh yeah, that hill definitely did it for us. The Z zone up here will stop. Conductor side, that is a horn. Where are you guys? Are you asking if there's a button over there? Let's check our DPU out again. DLC won't show up. I buy them, they download, but run a shows I don't. Yeah, you need to run the updater. It's probably not. You're probably. Oh yeah, if you're running the version that you get when you buy the game, it is way out of date, dude. I had a friend that did that. Like, he messaged me one day. He sent me a text and said, "Hey, this why is this not working? I'm not seeing anything. None of the routes and stuff that you have are showing up." And it's because he just put like the stock version of the game installed, but anytime you install the game, like after they send it to you, update that thing because it's going to be way out of date. Is way out of date. Yeah, Hojack's absolutely right. Update that thing. That should fix it for you. If you install it, like if your DLC's installed right. You ran the updater, nothing. Maybe it didn't install to the right location then. So you run in the current version of the game, but you still don't see it. Yes, track speed is 55, Drifter, but we're getting ready to stop. This is a 50-mile-an-hour train anyway because it's a key train. So we've when we have run it, we've only done 50. We got like tons and tons and tons of hazmat back there. We got chlorine, petroleum, like some kind of flammable stuff back there. We got all kind of nasty stuff back there. All right, Selfish. My only other suggestion, these other guys can chime in too, is maybe you didn't install it to the right location. Change the location to folder run 8v3 and everything. Yeah, I don't know at that point then, because those are like the two obvious usual culprits. Is either you didn't update or it's installed to the wrong path, like it's off a little bit. Other than that, I don't know what else it could possibly be. What is it? Is it a route or rolling stock?
Is it a route or rolling stock?
I don't know what else it could possibly be. Other than that, I don't know what else it could possibly be. What is it? Is it a route or rolling stock? I don't know what else it could possibly be. What is it? Is it a route or rolling stock? If it's an older DLC, it has to install to a V2 folder so V3 can convert it to V3. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I have like... It's been years since I've dealt with that. Routes and rolling stock, so none of that is showing up. Like, no routes, no rolling stock, no nothing. Yeah, I don't know if you're having like problems with multiple things. Like if it's just one thing. You bought 4 routes and none of them showed up. Yeah, Redneck, it is the most realistic. Absolutely. There's no doubt about that. As far as running, like doing all that stuff back there with the DPU, like adding a new DPU and cutting it in and like having to mess with the air and make sure that's all right and good to go and making sure that I'm not set up in a situation where the bottom is going to roll out on me and I'm going to get a knuckle or the head end rolls. Like there's no other game like it. Like you can mess up and get a knuckle in this game real easy. Real easy. Spur, I got a road is ready to rock and roll here. Hope you be safe and have a good one. All right, Redneck. Yeah, have a safe trip, dude. Don't work too hard. We'll catch you next time. I may stream again this weekend. It depends on what's going on with my kids and stuff. Like if I can get time, we may do something. I'd like to do some extra streams if I can. Selfish, the only other thing I could tell you maybe is to contact Rene support and see what they say. I just, with everything not working, it makes me, oh shoot, I'm sitting here talking and not paying attention. We're gonna wind up getting a signal here. Draw some air down. Should be good. I think we'll be all right. So Miss Spur, wife Jezebel said hi. Yeah, absolutely, dude. I'll absolutely do that. I'm fixing to see Mrs. Spur in just a minute here. We're gonna have lunch. We'll have our lunch date. I'm about to starve too. I'm ready. There we go. We're good. We're good. Let's draw it down good and tight. Nice. We'll do full service. Full independent. Headlight on dim. Set a reverser. Get some handbrakes. Tie it down. Tie it down for the recrew. But anyway, yeah, this is our train here. Isn't that sharp? This is based on a real train. Based on a real one that ran to AGS. Looks really sharp. I love that Western Pacific unit. Looks good. We've got what, 149 cars, 10%, so 14 handbrakes at least. This is actually in excess of 1% grade, so it's going to be 14 plus some. I just don't remember how much more because we never had to deal with in excess of 1% grades, so 7, 9, 10, 12, 14. We'll put a few extras on it since it's more than 1%. Oof, that's a lot of work. There we go. All right, guys. Train looks pretty good, right? Good looking train. All right, Spur's got to bust up out of here and head to lunch. So we're going to call it right here, guys. Thanks for watching. Love all of you. Be sure to hit that like button. It helps out a lot. Catch the replay. At least all the action where the DPU crapped out on us if you weren't here. And we'll catch you next time. Hopefully this weekend. I can't make any promises. I really want to this weekend, but we'll see. Peace.